Whilst driving overland from America to Australia, we found ourselves trapped in North Africa during the global pandemic under a super strict state of emergency. For months, our attempts to leave have been thwarted, but suddenly news has come in of a last-minute rescue ferry leaving from the top of Morocco.
So we need to get this ferry.
However, as you're about to see, getting out of Africa in the midst of a pandemic is easier said than done.
It's not a good place to break down.
We are attempting to drive around the world. You guys are invited too, so subscribe and buckle up. It's one heck of a ride.
Travel is to live. Certainly is, and we are formulating a plan to travel right now. It's actually an escape plan to get us out of Morocco. Yes, there's so many variables. We have no idea if we're going to be allowed to get out of here, and worse still, we don't even know if we really should get out of here because we're headed to Europe and we don't think that we can be there, and we might actually get trapped. So we're going to bring you up to speed with what the heck is going on, but this is going to be intense, guys.
Go, 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 go. Can't believe the rushed element of this after waiting around for weeks and months to get out of here. So basically there is a rescue ferry being put on by the British government to get out British nationals. That's really important for us because we have an American vehicle and we haven't been allowed to get on any of the other rescue ferries organised by other European embassies. They've all said that we have to be EU citizens, and
well, I'm not.
You're not, and the Boomerang certainly isn't.
And Boomerang is registered in the US, so we've had trouble. We've missed ferries because of that. So this is like the only ferry that they're helping us out with. So we need to get this ferry. The ferry isn't actually confirmed yet.
What?
Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
So, but people are just heading up there anyways and hoping that it is, and no one's got tickets yet. Hopefully they'll get in touch with us today with tickets, but...
And that's all happening this week? The ferry is supposed to go this week.
Well, yeah.
And we have to leave.
Days. We have to leave tomorrow morning. Well, we should be leaving today, really.
Right, first step, let's get our permission to get onto the highway and cross Morocco.
Yeah.
Let's try, okay.
We're currently in the south of Morocco, but the boat to Europe leaves from the north of the country. The problem is that intercity travel is currently banned. In order to reach the ferry in Tangier Med, we will need to seek special permission to be on the road.
After a few hours of waiting in the sun, we've been allowed inside the building. I think this is some kind of official, I'm not sure, like a town hall or something. I'm not exactly sure what kind of business building this is, but hopefully we can get permission to get on a ferry. The only problem is they won't give us permission until we've got a ferry ticket. And as yet, the ferry is unconfirmed. The Spanish haven't confirmed that they'll let the ferry in, and Morocco hasn't confirmed that it will let the ferry out. So the British Embassy is still working on that. The ferry is due to go in 3 days, and it's 2 days for us to drive there. So we have to convince these guys to give us permission to get on the road so that we can make a ferry that we might be able to book.
Finally, 6 hours. 6 hours later.
This piece of paper, honestly, It's been the whole day. I don't know what took so long, but we finally have permission to get out of Morocco. Well, no, that's not true. We have permission to drive to the north of Morocco.
Yes, we still don't have a ferry ticket.
We don't know what's going to happen from here, but honestly, we don't really have time to think about that. We have got 2 days of driving and we've got 2 days to get there, and we still got a pack to get in here. So high five on stage one. This rescue plan coming together. There's a lot more to come though.
We've just pulled over to get some water, and it was like we're smelling something really horrible coming from the car. And just our luck, of course, when we were about to get driving to go to the ferry.
Can't believe it. Literally 5 minutes down the road and we've sprung a massive oil leak. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? As if this situation needs any more pressure. Look at this. I can't tell where it's coming from, but somewhere in there is oil coming out everywhere. Oh shit, we definitely cannot drive like this, Leah. Definitely not.
It's really funny because we were just telling people today about how good the Kombi was running and how we're going to make it up there, like we can make it in 2 days, the Kombi won't break down. 5 minutes later.
Literally 5 minutes later.
5 minutes later, we're leaking oil like anything. That was a big leak.
The problem is this thing here, Nick, that broke. These are not good quality Jubilee clips. Hose clamps, whatever you want to call them, wherever you're from. These ones are much better. Put this one on instead. Problem solved. Although I'm kind of tempted to want to go through and change all of them now, because that's not the first one we've had fail. It is the first one we've had fail on a vital oil line. When I checked the oil after we stopped, literally 5 minutes after we started driving, it was below the low line. So it was getting to the point where engine damage could have definitely been a serious possibility. So that's not good.
If we don't make it on that ferry in 2 days' time, that's just our luck. That's just like Kombi life luck right there.
How many wives are you allowed to have in Morocco? Just asking, just in case, like, you know, we end up making this our permanent home.
How many husbands can you have? More like it.
I don't mind having some mates around. We could totally start a little commune. We could move to Morocco.
So now I have time to talk about the people that we met. So there's another Australian girl, small world. They actually know a friend of mine back at home in Melbourne. So apparently there's only like 3 couples in a van from Australia that need to get out of Morocco. So
and all of them have British boyfriends.
And all of them have British boyfriends.
That's
There's
right.
3 Australian girls with 3 guys with British passports.
Australia, that's where it's at.
All trying to get out of Morocco with their vans. And the other guys that were there were from Jersey, where Ben's from. So it was really weird. Like, it was the first time we've met them. We've been chatting on via Instagram, and this was the first time we've met them. And we all met each other with wearing masks. Couldn't see what each other looked like. It was really weird having a conversation. Like, just strange times when you're hanging out with people and you can't really read their lips or really see their faces while they're talking. We only have, it's 6 o'clock now, and so we only have this afternoon and tonight to pack everything out of the apartment and into the Kombi and get the Kombi prepared for an early start tomorrow. This is going to set us back a few hours.
Okay, good. I think we're done. I'm going to change all of the clamps for these ones in the future, but let's get going. We've got somewhere to be right now. Time to pack. Great news, guys. We are hitting the road for the first time in a long time. We have packed up the Kombi, we've moved back in, and we have not enough time to make it to the top of Morocco, and we're not even sure how that process is going to go, whether we're going to get through the checkpoints with no problems or what. But we're very excited to try and to hit the road and to see if we can get out of Morocco. Let's see how this unfolds.
Yeah, how are you doing?
We're doing okay.
Did you hear from the British Embassy? People who are interested to take this ferry, they need to have a long-term visa for the EU. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not.
No, this is the first time we've heard about this. So we're not even out of Agadir yet. So we're really not on the road yet. And we kind of don't know whether we should get on the road, because
The ferry's supposedly coming on Thursday. We've still not had anybody like allow us to book any kind of ticket. And now we're being told that Leah can't get on the ferry unless she has like a permanent EU residency or visa, which she doesn't have. So this wasn't what they told us before. They said that we'd all be able to leave together, which is why we've checked out of our apartment, moved into the Kombi, spent the whole day getting permission to get up there, and now what?
Because it's so unorganised. Like, we're getting calls from the Australian embassy, the UK embassy. No, they're not speaking to each other. Like, no one knows any information. I'm really scared that I'm going to have trouble going through the EU on my Australian passport and trying to
I think that's exactly
get somewhere. Like,
yeah, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I don't want to stay here. We can't stay here any longer. We have to leave now if we want to make it. Definitely a huge test for Boomerang right now, having sat still not doing anything for months, and now we're going through probably one of the hottest places we've ever driven, and up over a mountain range at the same time. So it is extremely hot right now. I don't know how hot, but we've still got 40 psi of oil, and the oil temperature is the highest we've ever seen it, but it's at 180 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think is still acceptable. There's no rush, Boomerang. It's pulling fine. Fingers crossed. So far, so good. Good. It's the moment of truth. Here's the big checkpoint. Come on, baby. Let us through. Alam. England, Congress,
Australia.
That's easy.
So hot.
It is absolutely boiling here. Oh my days. It's so hot inland. This is the hottest Boomerang's ever driven in. Like, the temperature is like climbing. Oil pressure's dropping. Not good.
It's a sweet, sweet mess we're making here, but I would do it again. Oh, the sweet, sweet mess. What a sweet, sweet mess. But I would do it all again. Love turns into fear, and it won't just disappear. And I don't know how to get out of this mess you're making here. And you act as if you don't care in this toxic affair. And it's up to me to do something, but don't mess we're making here.
No! We're still hundreds of kilometers away and we're breaking down! Why is this happening? It's just something's not right. Oil pressure's good, oil temperature's good, not overheated. Something's not right though. Shit. It's not a good place to break down. It felt like we ran out of petrol, but we didn't. We got half a tank. Oh. It's so hot as well. I'm sweating. The fuel pressure's down at like 20 psi, that's not good.
There wasn't a lot of people on the road this day, but it was still surprising to see Keith and Bethany from Jersey pull up to see if we needed help. It was a bit of a surreal scene to see the relatively rare license plates from my tiny home island of Jersey pulling up on a Moroccan motorway.
I haven't actually I haven't actually done anything to fix anything, but it's started and the fuel pressure's good. So I think we just go, and this is a bad place to be breaking down on the side of the motorway with big trucks coming past, so we should just get out of here and see if we can find a better place to investigate the issue further.
Is it okay?
Don't know, I'm not sure. We'll have to just go, I think. Okay, no guarantees that we're going to make it. I don't know, I didn't really do anything then to fix it, so I don't know whether that's like a vapor lock, because it's just so damn hot. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. Actually, you were there that last time.
Yeah.
Vapor lock, the process where gasoline gets so hot that it turns from liquid to gas before it enters the engine.
Hopefully we can pressurise the fuel pump and get some fuel back to the engine.
What do you reckon? Stay here?
Yeah, we were going to meet up with the guys from Jersey and the couple from Australia, but I think they had to stop a bit earlier because the car is like getting really hot.
Yeah, use a bit of the light that's left in the day just to just check on the car and make sure everything's going to be okay for the journey tomorrow. So we just stop here. It looks like a good spot actually. I think we'll be okay.
It's cool. I feel like we're in Australia. There's all these eucalyptus trees here. It's nice.
And rest.
Hopefully we don't get moved on from here.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that.
That'd be nice to do some work on the car and get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll make it.
So nice to be back in the Kombi! Back in the Kombi! Yeah! We smell like sweat and baby wipes. Everything is back to normal. Isn't it? Isn't it the life you always dreamed of, smelling like sweat and baby wipes? You! Oh, it's a good life, it's a good life. Morning!
Morning.
Salut!
This was a really nice camp spot. I'm so glad we found this place. It's quiet.
Honestly, what a reinitiation back into van life. It's so good waking up here, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's really nice here.
But anyway, let's bring these guys up to speed with what's happening.
Yes.
It's changing by the hour.
Yeah, so yesterday on the way here, we got a phone call while we were driving to book our tickets. He did, it was the Spanish ferry company, and they did ask me whether I had an EU visa, and I said no, but I have permission, so hopefully it's going to be okay for me once I get into Spain. So we did book the tickets.
That's good news, but we didn't get our tickets. They didn't actually send them to us.
We didn't actually get a confirmation email, all the tickets yet, so we're still waiting on that. So hopefully that will come through today.
4 hours to go, 1 day to get there. Should be easy. Let's hit the road.
We're at the last toll booth to get to the ferry, and it was like 150 dirhams, and we didn't have enough money. We used up all our money, and we made sure that we kept all our money to get here, but we didn't realize it was going to be so much in tolls, and it's hard to find out. So we're stuck in the toll booth now on the way to the ferry.
That's embarrassing, isn't it? I always wondered what would happen if you were at a toll booth and you didn't have any money. Oh, you're kidding me, it's not working. He's just sent me off to buy a pass, like a season pass, and it doesn't work.
With only a couple of hours until the ferry leaves, this was the last thing that we needed.
Sometimes it's just things are against us and they don't want us to arrive, eh?
We did do research on how much cash we'd need for the tolls, but somehow it wasn't enough.
And they don't accept MasterCard. He's looks at me like, no, sorry, cash only. How do you say, we just got a ferry and they're going to leave without us?
It's enough. You must continue with the money.
I have to pay more?
14 dirhams, yes. You have 14 dirhams, yes. Oh, very sorry. Okay, next.
I feel with this mask, I can't tell if he's smiling or laughing or is he really angry.
I'm sure he's like a bit flustered.
Stuff's okay.
Okay, wait here. Wait here this time.
Shukran.
What the hell?
Why did that happen just for the ferry?
After sitting still for months, it had been a mad dash and a flippin' long drive to the north of Morocco. Despite the bureaucracy, the oil leaks, the checkpoints, the fuel starvation, the extreme uncertainty of there even being a boat, not having money for the last toll booth, and the thorn in the tyre. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that puncture.
Hopefully this doesn't cause us any problems.
Finally made it to the port of Tangier Med.
Made it to the port. Woo! Just about. Looks like there's a lot of people waiting around. This is going to be a long process. I cannot believe how many camper vans are trying to get onto this one boat. Ah! Oh, it feels good to be closest to freedom.
But we're not done jumping through hoops just yet. We've still got to get all 4 of us actually onto the Rescue Ferry. Even without the necessary social distancing, this was a long queue by anyone's standards. But with many of these van lifers having been locked down in their tiny homes for months, nobody was complaining about the queue to get back to their home country. This is not a normal time, and this is not a normal boat service. The British Embassy has done a fantastic job in organising this rescue ferry.
On est ici pour aider les gens pour qu'ils soient rapatriés en Angleterre. Donc il faut leur fournir des documents pour qu'ils puissent donc rentrer en Espagne et puis pouvoir rentrer en France, sortir de la France et puis arriver en Angleterre. Bien sûr, il y a plusieurs autres nationalités ici. Il y a des Français, des Allemands, des Belges. Tout s'est très bien passé. Je suis très heureux. En tant que Marocain, je suis assez fier d'entendre que tous les gens sont satisfaits du traitement qu'ils ont reçu au Maroc. Ils ont été bien traités. Aucun reproche. Dont on est fiers. Les gens sont contents de repartir. Enfin, parce qu'ils ont été quand même pour une assez longue durée ici au Maroc. Et voilà. J'espère que, bien sûr, il y aura d'autres voyages sûrement parce qu'il y avait des milliers de touristes, surtout les gens avec des caravanes qui étaient au Maroc, dans le sud.
Got our tickets! Woo! That is an exciting move. We are getting on the boat, baby. It's happening. There was a few moments where I seriously doubted this would happen, but it is happening. I feel like we've been in the pandemic together with the Moroccans, you know? I feel like we're jumping ship a little bit, like abandoning them. Thank you, Morocco, for looking after us during the pandemic. I think we owe them that, don't we? They've been awesome. We love you, Morocco. We'll be back for sure.
I always do that, and I know it. If I could only be some kind of poet, if I could have my way with words, if only for a day.
Which one?
They didn't give us this one.
When you're overlanding and crossing international borders with your vehicle, there are always many hoops to jump through. But right now, in this global pandemic, there are more hoops and they are a lot more complicated.
Okay, so we thought we were getting on the boat. Hello.
You don't send it?
When we come, the insurance lady,
Yes.
she keep it.
Typically, countries like Morocco allow foreign vehicles to enter with a temporary import permit, which is issued upon arrival. It's vital that you don't lose this document. Despite having misplaced the essential paperwork for Boomerang, the Moroccan authorities kindly let us continue without further headaches. Thanks, guys. So this is it. We're leaving Morocco. It's a bit of a sad and exciting moment because we really wanted to see more of Morocco, and the people here have been absolutely lovely and we love it here. So hopefully we can come back here one day.
Yeah, definitely still lots to see.
Yeah, so it's really sad to leave, but it is exciting to get on the move.
This has been the longest lines that we've experienced ever crossing a border, I think. But first international border of the pandemic, and hopefully more to come. But that is completely uncertain at this moment, so we'll just take things one crossing at a time. Next stop, Europe. Hey, it's the road to freedom. You. Bonjour.
Ticket? Bon voyage.
Merci. Bonne journée. We're getting on the boat.
So I just got a message from the Australian Embassy, and the lady has been working so hard to get me to get permission for me to go into Spain. So now I've got a letter from the Australian Embassy in Spain that allows me to be there and cross over into the UK. So that's good news. At least I know that I'm not going to get hassled now.
No, it's good of them to sort us out with the onward travel.
Yeah.
Salam.
It's definitely worth a shout out and a high five to all of the people here and in every country who are working on the front line to keep the world moving during this global pandemic. Thank you for your service.
Gracias.
Yeah, coronavirus free.
We're allowed on, no virus. I'm surprised I'm not overheating with this bloody temperature, I tell you. I feel like I am. I'm going the right way here. Are you going to crash into us, dude? Oh, ferry time! We're on the boat. We're on the boat. I've never been so excited to be on a boat in my life.
We first came to Morocco with zero expectations. Certainly, we weren't expecting to experience this country in a time of crisis. When we first realised that we'd be trapped here, honestly, we were a little anxious about how events would unfold. But we have to say it was heartening to see the Moroccans unite together to face this immense challenge. And we were honoured to be alongside them and eternally grateful for their kindness, hospitality, and support. The uncertainty of what will happen next on this long drive around the world both thrills us and unnerves us at the same time. What will it be like to be on the road through Europe as entire nations emerge from lockdown? Will travel in 2020 even be possible? And will the pandemic's second wave stop us in our tracks? Subscribe and join us to find out, because that is a story for next time.